Humanity loves itself some football, whether it be the foot-hitting kind or the helmet-wearing kind. So let's talk about football.
You don't even watch football.
That doesn't mean I can't talk about its history.
Why you always gotta ruin everything with your boring
I'm Mr. Listic, and as you can see, I'm a stick. I make funny, informative videos. Really? Okay, I try to make funny, informative videos. Funny videos? Okay, I try to make videos. Are you happy now? The truth will set you free. Modern football has its origin in the medieval sport of folk football. Not a very imaginative name if you ask me. Folk football is documented to have been played as far back as the 14th century. The game was played using a wooden or leather ball and sometimes an inflated animal bladder.
Ew!
The game was played once a year and involved most of the village when played against another village. Even women and children got involved. The game would end once a player sent the ball through the opposing village's church door. When played inside a village, it would usually be played between the married and unmarried. Players could kick, throw or carry the ball, and this is where the similarities between the modern and classic games end. This was a brutal game, as contemporary accounts attest to. In 1602, Sir Richard Carew described the game in his survey of Cornwall, that when the game ends, you shall see them retiring home as from a pitched battle, with bloody pates, bones broken and out of joint, and such bruises as served to shorten their days. So folk football was played more like an MMA fight than what we know as football today. Hey Dana, I've got a great idea for you.
I don't give a
You're already doing power slap.
I started seeing some of these slap videos on social media.
Why not start a vintage football league as well?
I like it a lot. Thanks.
As you can imagine, broken bones and bruises as served to shorten their days could leave people unable to work for a few days. And in fact, quite a few people even died in these games. It's not hard to see why Edward II of England banned the game in 1314, but without success. Subsequent rulers also tried and failed to ban the game. In Italy, the game became Calcio, a less violent game played in rectangular spaces, laid out in urban squares, which became popular among fashionable young aristocrats. Giovanni Bardi wrote that the players should be gentlemen from 18 years of age to 45, beautiful and vigorous, of gallant bearing and good report. They were expected to wear goodly raiment.
I think he was more interested in playing with the boys than the boys playing.
At least he took the time out of playing with the boys to write about the boys playing. Modern football originated in Britain in the 19th century. Over the years, the medieval version of folk football became less violent and played in schools. However, there were many variations of the rules. So in 1848, a group of students at the University of Cambridge agreed upon a single set of rules
to rule them all,
by which to play. And that's how modern football was born. It probably went something like this.
I'm playing with Winston over here. He likes to fondle the ball too much.
I do enjoy fondling balls. So they decided on no fondling of balls except for the goalie, who could inappropriately touch the ball with his hands. Sometimes, to keep little Winston happy. I do enjoy fondling balls. Rugby and American football also originate from the medieval version of folk football. So, as much as I like to make fun of American football not being football because you barely even kick the ball, it seems that this form is actually closer to the original game than the non-American version of football.
That's soccer for you Americans.
Aren't you going to apologize? No. I still think it's a name. Today, you can still enjoy folk football in the annual games played in Ashbourne, or the Calcio Storico games played in Italy. I did mention they're brutal games, right? And if you like this video, kick the dislike button in the balls. We go medieval on its ass. Also, maybe accidentally click on the subscribe button while you're there? That never hurts. You know how they say football is a gentleman's game played by hooligans and rugby is a hooligan's game played by gentlemen? Well, it seems that they're both a hooligan's game at heart.